Have you ever had that moment when you're reaching for something high on a shelf or trying to carry the groceries in from the car and you think to yourself, I used to do this without even thinking? It sneaks up on us, doesn't it? One day, you're climbing stairs two at a time. The next, you're holding onto the railing just to keep your balance. It's not that we can't do things anymore, we can, but it takes a little more intention. And that's what today is all about. Because staying independent after 70 isn't about pushing through pain or pretending nothing has changed. It's about making smart, simple choices that help us keep living life our way, on our own terms, without needing to rely on others for the little things, or even the big ones. Whether you live alone or with a partner, being able to take care of yourself, move around with confidence, and make your own decisions feels incredible. And trust me, it's more than possible. Today, I want to share with you 7 simple tricks that can help you stay independent, strong, and in control of your life without overcomplicating anything. These aren't fancy, expensive solutions. They're practical habits that anyone can do, starting right now. So let's ease into it together, one small shift at a time. Let's begin with something that affects nearly everything we do: our balance. It sounds basic, but balance is like the foundation of a house. When it's strong, everything else holds steady. But once it starts to go, everything becomes just a little riskier: walking, standing, even reaching into a cupboard. So one trick to staying independent is building what I like to call quiet strength. This isn't about lifting weights at the gym, though if you do, that's wonderful. It's about doing simple movements at home that strengthen your legs and core and improve your stability. You'd be amazed at what just 5 minutes a day can do. Standing on one foot while brushing your teeth, rising up and down from a chair without using your hands, doing small leg lifts while holding onto the kitchen counter. These little exercises train your muscles and remind your body how to stay steady. Over time, they can make the difference between feeling unsure on your feet and moving through your day with quiet confidence. And when you feel secure in your body, you're less likely to depend on others for things like getting dressed, moving around your home, or stepping outside for a walk. And speaking of stepping outside, that brings me to the second trick: create a daily rhythm that pulls you out into the world, even if it's just your own backyard. It's easy, especially after retirement, to fall into a routine that keeps us indoors too much. But independence isn't just about physical ability, it's also about mental clarity and emotional resilience. When we stay connected to nature, our surroundings, and the people in our community, we stay sharper, more uplifted, and more engaged. So what does that look like in real life? It might mean starting your morning with a short walk just around the block, or watering the plants, sitting on the porch and letting the sun warm your face. The point is to build small outdoor moments into your daily routine so it becomes natural. Don't wait for perfect weather. Don't wait until you have time. Just take a few minutes each day to reconnect with the world around you. Your mind will thank you, your body will stretch a little, and your spirit will feel just a bit brighter. It's a simple act, but it quietly reinforces that you are in charge of your day. Now let's talk about something that might surprise you: keeping your home independence-friendly. That means setting up your space in a way that supports you, not slows you down. It's not about making big renovations. It's about small changes that make a big impact. Think about how often you bend down to grab something, or reach up high to get a plate, or stumble over a rug that's just a little too loose. These things don't seem like a big deal, until one day they are. One of the smartest things you can do is rearrange your home in a way that matches how you live now. Put the items you use every day, like your favorite mug, the broom, your medicines, even your socks, somewhere easy to reach. If a drawer sticks or a light bulb is dim, fix it. If the rug bunches up, roll it away. These changes take minutes, but they prevent frustration, save energy, and help you move through your day smoothly without calling for help. And here's the beauty of it: these tweaks don't take anything away from your independence. In fact, they protect it. Because when your space works with you instead of against you, you're more likely to keep doing things for yourself. Now that we've looked at how to strengthen your body, your routine, and your surroundings, it's time to go even deeper into something many people overlook when they think about staying independent: your mind. Because physical strength and safe surroundings are important, absolutely. But the truth is, Real independence starts in your mindset. That inner voice that says, "I've got this," or "I can figure this out." When that voice is strong, you'll find yourself taking on challenges more confidently, solving everyday problems with creativity, and asking for help only when you choose to, not because you have to. So the fourth trick is this: keep learning, even just a little, every day. And no, I don't mean going back to school or reading heavy textbooks. I mean staying mentally active in ways that feel fun and natural. Learning is like exercise for the brain. It keeps it flexible, focused, and sharp. That could mean trying a new recipe, watching a documentary, listening to a podcast, or playing a game that makes you think. Even chatting with someone new can introduce you to a different way of seeing the world. It doesn't have to be big or impressive, just consistent. Try using your non-dominant hand when brushing your hair. Practice remembering a phone number instead of writing it down. Little challenges like these keep the brain alert. And when your mind is clear and curious, it becomes easier to make decisions, manage your schedule, and stay in control of your life. Now, keeping your brain active is one piece, but staying emotionally strong? That's just as powerful. Let's face it, aging comes with changes. Sometimes it means friends move away, or routines get disrupted, or health throws a curveball. And it's easy in those moments to feel like you're slipping into dependency. But here's the fifth trick, and it might be the most important one yet. Practice emotional independence by finding joy in your own company. Now, I'm not saying we don't need people. We all do, at some level. But being emotionally independent means you don't depend on others for your happiness. You don't need someone else to fill your time, to keep you entertained, or to validate your decisions. You know how to enjoy your own space. You know how to comfort yourself when you're feeling down, how to lift your spirits when the day feels slow, and how to celebrate your wins, big or small. So how do you build that kind of emotional strength? It can start with something as simple as a hobby that's just yours. Reading, gardening, painting, doing puzzles, singing, whatever puts you in a calm and happy state. Set aside a little time each day to do something just for you. Not because someone suggested it, not to impress anyone, but because it brings you peace and pleasure. When you start enjoying time with yourself, you realize you're never really alone. You're with someone wise, someone interesting, someone capable you. And here's something else. Emotional independence also means allowing yourself to feel things without judgment. There's nothing wrong with having a tough day or feeling lonely from time to time. That doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're human. The trick is knowing how to sit with those feelings, acknowledge them, and still move forward with strength. That's real power. That's independence. Now, let's not forget about something that many people think is the opposite of independence, but really, it's part of maintaining it. I'm talking about asking for smart support when it makes your life easier. Hear me out. The sixth trick is learning how to use tools and technology that make everyday life smoother, not because you can't do it the old way, but because it saves you time and energy for the things that matter most. Let's say your hands don't open jars like they used to. Get a jar opener that does the hard part. Or maybe keeping track of appointments gets tricky. Use a digital calendar with reminders. If standing too long to cook dinner is tiring, try a stool in the kitchen or look up quick, healthy meals you can prep in 10 minutes or less. These aren't signs that you're giving up your independence. They're signs that you're managing it wisely. There are also voice-activated assistants that can tell you the weather, remind you to take your pills, or even call someone for you all with just a word. And if you're not tech-savvy, don't worry. You don't have to learn everything at once. Pick one tool that could make your day easier and give it a try. Even something as simple as a nightlight that switches on when you walk by can prevent falls and give you more freedom to move safely at night. The goal isn't to become dependent on devices, it's to use them strategically so you can keep doing the things you love, your way, without stress or strain. All of these things, sharpening your mind, embracing your alone time, and getting comfortable with smart support. They work together to build a life where you're not just surviving after 70, you're thriving. Next, we'll look at the final piece of the puzzle. The final piece of the puzzle is something so simple yet so powerful that many people overlook it entirely. The seventh trick to staying independent after 70 is to nourish your body like it matters, because it absolutely does. What you put on your plate each day can either be a quiet anchor that supports your strength and stamina, or a sneaky little weight that slows you down. And the difference isn't about eating perfectly, it's about eating purposefully. You see, as we get older, our bodies change how they process food. We may not feel as hungry, or maybe digestion isn't quite as smooth as it used to be. But that doesn't mean food becomes less important. It actually becomes more important. You need fuel to think clearly, to move with ease, to stay emotionally steady, and yes, to stay independent. So here's the key. Aim for food that gives back. That might look like starting your day with a little protein, like a boiled egg, a spoonful of nut butter, or even a slice of cheese. Something that helps keep your muscles strong and your energy level steady. Add in a few colorful fruits or vegetables every day, and you're giving your body the vitamins and fiber it needs to stay regular and feel good. Drink water more than you think you need. Hydration keeps your joints cushioned, your mind sharp, and your body working like it should. And listen, enjoying your food matters too. If eating has started to feel like a chore, make it fun again. Put on your favorite music while you cook. Use the nice plate. Try a new recipe once a week just to see what happens. Food doesn't just feed the body, it feeds the spirit. And when you enjoy what you eat, you're more likely to keep up the habit. That kind of nourishment supports your independence more than you might realize, but more than any single trick, whether it's balance exercises or home adjustments or staying mentally sharp. What truly keeps you independent is the belief that you are still in charge of your life, that your choices matter, that small steps lead to big changes, that you haven't stopped growing just because the calendar says 70 or 80 or beyond. If you've ever looked around and thought, am I still needed? Or, can I still do this on my own? Let me say this clearly. Yes, you are still needed. And yes, you can absolutely do this on your own. Not because you have to, but because you want to. Because you're capable. Because you've already done hard things in life and you can do this too. These simple habits aren't about pretending you're 25 again. They're about embracing who you are right now and living in a way that feels good, confident, and free. So let's take a breath together and appreciate everything you've done so far just to get to this point. Every step you've taken, every challenge you've faced, it's all brought you here, to a place where you're still learning, still growing, and still showing up for yourself. That's not just independence, that's wisdom, that's strength. And now, I'd love to hear from you. What helps you feel independent every day? Do you have a favorite habit or a small trick that makes a big difference? Share it in the comments below. I read every single one and I love hearing your stories. If you found this video helpful, take a second to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so we can keep growing, learning, and thriving together. I've got so much more to share with you, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Until then, remember, independence isn't about doing everything alone. It's about having the confidence to choose how you live. You've earned that freedom. You've earned that joy. Here's to living your best life at any age. You deserve it.